Hey guys, so for a very long time I've been trying to create a video editing setup that in a way inspires me to get more creative. So this new setup has really been a game changer for me. I took some inspiration from a couple of guys online. I'll put their links in the description below. But essentially this setup behind me is what I eventually ended up creating to just be a bit more excited and be kind of get more creative with it. And I feel that it genuinely helps. So the first thing that I started with, I painted the wall black because I wanted to kind of have that dark look. Usually I would have just a white background and I just feel like white is really boring. So the next thing obviously is the desk, and I ended up going with a sit and stand desk just because we're not really designed to be sat down for hours at a time, not really moving a muscle. And I feel like I've spent so many years of my life just sitting down editing videos, and that takes a very, very long time sometimes, and that can, take a toll on your body. So it's nice to be able to change from a sit-in desk to a stand-in desk. So I ended up getting the desk frame from a brand called Topski of Amazon for around £200, and the actual desktop I ended up getting from IKEA. This is the Carby walnut color, and I think it's quite popular with a lot of creators, and I think it's designed for kitchen desks, but it works great as a video editing desk, and it just looks really, really nice. The color looks really nice. You can use it as a kind of backdrop for product shots, and I ended up drilling holes in the desktop and adding it to the frame, and it worked just perfectly. I ended up going with a longer desk just because I wanted more space and more room to be able to sort of move around and have more things on the desk. The frame comes with a height control unit that allows me to change the height of the desk automatically by just pressing the buttons or pressing up or down. I have 3 customizable buttons, 1, 2, and 3, and I end up alternating between those heights. Whenever I feel tired, if I've been standing for too long, then I can sit down and have a little break. In terms of the drawers, I went with the Alex drawers from IKEA and the teal color, and I feel that kind of complements the orangey walnut color of the desk. In terms of my current laptop that I'm using to edit my videos off, I'm using an Apple MacBook Pro with the M1 chip. I'll put all the specs for that on the screen. I ended up going with 2 terabytes just because I needed more space to be able to edit off these 4K videos kind of on the go while I'm out, and it works really well, and I haven't had any issues with it. No lagging, which is incredible, and I don't need to proxy my videos, which is something that I'm still getting used to because for so many years I'd always end up proxying my 4K videos, and that takes at least 1 or 2 hours depending on how much footage you obviously have. So I don't need to do that anymore. Hallelujah. All right, when it comes to editing off the laptop, it has a 16-inch obviously display, and I think it's really good. But sometimes when you're editing like really long interviews or really long videos for clients, you just don't have enough space on the timeline of your video editing software. So for a very long time, I've been wanting to get a TV that I can use as a monitor. So I did a lot of research, and I've come across the LG C2 OLED TV 42-inch, which has been so amazing to work with. It is reflective. I think that's the only downside, and it's not that bright, especially if you are in a very bright room. It might be a bit tricky with the glare and the reflections and how bright it is. But when it's kind of darker, or if you shut the blinds, I think it works a charm. And 42-inch gives you plenty of space to have a really long video editing timeline on your software, and I think that's made a big difference to my editing workflow. It is around £900 in the UK at the moment, and it's probably going to drop in price furthermore, but I feel like it's kind of a steal for what you get in terms of color accuracy, in terms of the OLED technology, and the fact that you can use it as a monitor for your computer, but also as a TV to watch your videos on, or watch actual TV. Now, when it comes to the mouse and the keyboard, I ended up going with a Logitech vertical MX wireless mouse. The reason I went with this is because it's vertical. It means there's less strain on your wrists. I've realized that over the years, I've probably strained my wrists from moving the mouse so much. So I ended up going with a vertical mouse, which puts less strain on your wrists as it leaves it in the most natural position that your wrists are supposed to be in. They're not supposed to be like this, they're supposed to be like that. So it took me a while to get used to it, but maybe like a couple of days. And when it comes to the keyboard, again, I went with Logitech's MX Mini wireless keyboard. It's, tiny and it's wireless. It doesn't take too much space. It's silent, so I don't get the clickiness, and I'm not really too bothered about that. I know some people like it, but I'm fine with a silent keyboard. Now, obviously, I didn't want to have just a black canvas wall behind me. I ended up putting up some canvas artwork and then just a few accessories that I got to complement the desk. I got the desk felt mat just off Amazon. I'll put the link for that in the description. I got a really long one, and then I got a Belkin dock stand for my iPhone and iWatch. That is pretty much it, guys. I hope this inspires you to create your own setup. I'm still working on the lighting, so I'm adding some more lights here and there to make it look a little bit more interesting. And if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.